This is an amazing horse. You put all this cool musculature, all the ribs and rips gives this so much definition and character. All the strength of the horse shows.
Everybody else fell short on their riders, but your rider exceeds the dynamics of the horse. Great detail, great color choices, great contrast. When it comes down to it, Erin killed it, and y'all were trying to catch up with what she was doing.
For your first elimination tattoo, you must draw your tattoo using only live reference. You will have 6 hours to tattoo in any style you choose, and your canvases are completely open. But you must use one of these animals and no other reference.
Only using live reference? It's so unpredictable. You can't draw what you see if it's moving constantly.
The strength of your shop as a team will determine your success or failure in this competition. And for this tattoo, you will be tag teaming.
Drawing is everything in this competition. Today, I'm hoping that somebody can actually draw from life and show me details.
Because you're cool, I'm cool.
Yeah, I can do that.
The hardest part about tattooing when you are a team and you're tagging in and out every hour is who's micromanaging,
No, just bring it up right there.
who's backseat driving, who's in control.
Go a little bit in, right there.
They're gonna have to be on the same page to come up with a drawing that they can both execute.
Yeah, you're good like that.
Our shop deserves to be Master Shop because we're considered to be one of the best portrait realism shops in the world.
Yeah, and we're just awesome people, so.
Yeah, there you go.
I specialize in photorealism. That includes color and black and gray.
Darken it up?
No, I know, I'm just trying to bevel that out a little bit. I've been tattooing for 26 years. I specialize in kind of everything because I've been tattooing so long.
You're gonna wanna buy a pet alligator after this, too.
We got this.
Today, you had to prove the strength of your shop by creating a tattoo using only live reference. Based on your work, one shop will be the first to go home. Let's see how you did. Black Anchor.
The drawing itself and the detail you guys were able to capture off of something that was moving, it did prove that you can draw. It doesn't have a flat look. It has a 3D textury look. If I run my finger across it, I can feel it. That's the check mark for the Ink Master box.
Thank you.
Artistic Skin Designs. I really love the tattoo. I like the fact that you can still see the entire anatomy of this bird, and the talons especially are really strong.
A lot of color blending. I think it's a great job.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
I think it's between Artistic Skin Designs and Black Anchor.
Artistic Skin Designs fits the body. They didn't put useless elements in.
I feel like ours is more consistent throughout.
Also, the specific instructions was from drawing from life.
Are you saying that these guys didn't do that?
They could have probably drawn that like without looking at the live model.
Exactly.
I couldn't.
I couldn't have.
I like the Black Anchor alligator. I like the texture you put in there.
I think that the trickiness inside the actual snout, all of that texture that's in there was a bitch to pull off.
But Artistic Skin Designs just played it smart by picking an animal that they could show the whole anatomy of. The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Artistic Skin Designs. Congratulations, guys. There's no better way to show your fundamentals than by tattooing a style that leaves you no room for errors. Illustrative black work.
Yeah, bring it on.
Using only lines of different lengths and widths, you must create texture, depth, and contrast in your image. Since there's no color or shading, the smallest flaw in your fundamentals will be obvious.
Line work, cake. I'm ready to prove myself.
Let's delete that one for now and maybe like move it over.
Yeah, that looks great.
How you doing so far?
Peachy.
Peachy.
The ribs are a very, very sensitive area.
It's just like a vicious kitten is giving you a little tickle.
Just find your happy places. Not in this competition and wuss out.
Oh, yeah.
If he can sit through it, we can sit through it. That looks great, sweetheart.
Just basically double up that top thumb line. And I'm gonna go over a lot of these. Just don't change nothing.
I'm not used to anybody telling me, don't do this or don't do that.
Nice. Beautiful.
It's kind of hard to step back and let someone else take the reins, but I'm doing it because I'm doing whatever it takes to win this thing.
Of course, yours is looking perfect.
It's gonna get a lot cooler. Some tricks in store.
I see DJ is using a mag. I'm shocked straight off the bat. DJ's using a Magnum.
Is he?
Just pushing it like a liner, but it's still not the same as lining.
A lining needle is a group of needles that are tightly put together like this. A mag are needles that are put in between each other and make this shape.
So he's using a mag to essentially emulate like 5 single line needles?
Yeah.
That's kind of weak, dude.
Being allowed to use a mag in this challenge would mean that you could do multiple tiny lines that are perfectly spaced with much less work than pulling individual lines. This is not cool.
Pulling lines with a mag? Who the f?
These artists might be a little jealous they didn't think of this trick first.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So dope, dude. It looks shaded. That was the whole point.
Old Town, guess what? You cheated. You used a mag. You're going to the bottom.
Today, you had to prove your fundamentals. Bubba, this challenge was designed to test your weaknesses. Old Town Inc., you're up first. Bubba, how's it being back?
I feel like I've been preparing to come back here since I left. I'm ready for it.
This is a very clean, very legible, very strong illustration. Technically, the lines look clean. The varying line weights are used smartly, and from a distance, you do create shading with using only small lines.
Little reactions over there. What's going on?
They used a mag. I mean, I would have used a mag too if I could have. We all would have.
You guys just didn't think about it. You guys are mad because you didn't think about it.
No, we
That's
did.
it.
We followed the rules, though.
We followed the rules too.
Dragging the mag. I mean, it is a way to make lines. I think it's smart.
If you look close at this, it is lines.
Every single spot.
Yeah, but the fact that they did with the mag, I went through and I did it with a single needle. A lot of us did.
This is a game, and if you're smarter than your opponent, oh well.
I will tell you this, I'm pretty sure that these guys aren't going home. Allegory Arts.
This tattoo is very uniform throughout. It looks like an old illustration out of a classic book.
That's what we were going for.
You have different line weights in very decisive directions. Those lines really show the contour and the shape. Your craftsmanship, your line work is very clean.
Artistic Skin Designs. I love this tattoo, especially in these eyes. The fact that you got them so dark and wet with the line work.
The lines on the horns really create the contour and the shape and design of what we're looking at. Overall, it came out so strong.
Thank you.
Time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day. My top 3 is Allegory, Artistic, and Old Town.
For me, it's artistic skin design.
I think hands down, it's a landslide on that one.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day, second week in a row, goes to Artistic Skin Design. Congratulations. Today, you must tattoo a natural disaster. Whether it's a volcanic eruption, a meteor shower, or a tornado, it's the fine details that will bring your scene to life.
Today we're testing these artists on detail.
What's going on?
Jesse, nice to meet you.
Whether it be a tidal wave, an earthquake, explosions, you have to show movement.
What you looking to get done? A hurricane crashing against the shore.
Could be dust, fire, wind, water, some type of force that's gonna demolish something.
A forest fire?
Yes.
If you're a tattooer that doesn't have a versatile bag of tricks, it's gonna be very difficult to pull off a natural disaster.
This is like the worst part, waiting. I want it to be my turn.
Last week, we kind of did pretty bad.
The circles you have around the main jewel in the center, look at all the problems you guys had in there. Your guys' line work is pretty rough throughout this tattoo.
Today, we need to step it up and take it to the next level.
I love that I don't even have to like tell you stuff that I have plans of doing. You just already know. We're so strong together because we really try to work together as a team in every aspect. You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
It's already been proven that one girl won this competition. It's going to be even better when 2 take the cake.
Today, every detail counts. Pins and needles. Overall, I just like how soft this thing is. Lots of really nice details in the foreground, certainly with the tree, with the grass, with the debris in the house. Certainly identifiable.
You have a lot of nice light that comes in from the right side where the clouds are, and then you capture the darkness on the left side with the looming cloud over the top. That creates the energy of the piece. It's a beautiful job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Artistic Skin Designs.
There's some great details in here. Each little line of the little pine needles is very crisp, very sharp, very technically solid.
The way you shaded the tattoo just to capture the light sources on both sides of those thin little trees adds the life into the piece that it needs even in that dead forest. But the fire is rigid.
Tattooing fire is not incredibly difficult, but tattooing like a forest on fire was definitely a challenge.
Making things that are still look like they're in motion is the trick for all of us as tattooers.
Okay, judges, time to announce the best tattoo of the day.
The ones that stand out is hitting the challenge and having detail and looking like what they're supposed to be. Obviously, pins and needles and artistic skin.
So we have artistic skin design, and we have pins and needles.
I think the pins and needles one looks like a finished, beautiful piece.
I think pins and needles, take this one.
I have to concur. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to pins and needles. Today, you must tattoo a black and gray cherub. There it is.
All around, cherubs are not easy to tattoo. They have little fingers, they have little noses, they have little eyes, they have little cheeks, and your application has to be solid. Otherwise, this cherub is gonna be looking real weird.
For this elimination tattoo, you and your teammate must each tattoo a cherub on the same canvas at the same time.
Today, these tattooers are gonna tattoo on their own, but they have to look like one artist did them.
I think a little bit of texture in the front would be cool.
Perfect. It is incredibly easy to mess up cherub tattoos. The technical application has to be spot on.
Gray wash outline everything. I'm just gonna mag it, gray line it. Hey, if you feel comfortable with it.
So many things anatomically can go wrong here.
Check out how I'm doing the feathering in the wings. See that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Black and gray is something that I definitely don't specialize in.
But also shade those fingers.
I'm having to have Aaron hold my hand.
And this finger, use it as reference in here.
Okay.
This is absolutely the challenge that's going to show which artist in each team is the weaker link. Do you want to use any whiteness at all?
Nope.
No, I don't either.
I'm just looking at the little bit of line work in the nose, so I might just throw that in there at the base of the nose. Allison is adding a thicker line than expected. I'm not used to putting line work in my realism.
Today, you had to prove your technical application was flawless. Pins and needles.
These do not look like the same person did them at all. I have to say it, Allison, you killed it. You blew her out of the water. You got a beautiful, childlike cherub face, best eyes in the room.
Jesse, really rough shading here. The hand holding the scale, it just looks like you shaded over it where you were shading the wing.
Unkindness art.
I love the interaction of these two characters from one leg to the next. The designs were dynamic, the layout was dynamic, but it's pretty apparent that Erin's tattoo is a lot nicer.
I think I'm about half the amount of experience tattooing as she is, and so I was trying to catch up to the tricks that she knows.
You have a big separation from where the eye goes to the bridge of the nose, and the forehead protrudes forward, so it's throwing the design off. Erin, yours is beautiful. The face, the gestures, this really detailed fine line, wings, the beautiful hair that you did. Great job, Erin.
Okay, guys, it's time to announce Tattoo of the Day.
There was a huge divide between partners today.
So how do we do this?
The strongest pairs might be Unkindness and Pins and Needles.
I'm gonna go on what I think is the best tattoo of the day, and my vote is for Erin, which means my vote is for Unkindness.
Going with Unkindness art.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Unkindness art. Congratulations. Welcome to the elimination tattoo. You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a color realistic battle. Based on your work, one shop will be out. Good luck.
We're testing composition by giving these artists color realistic battle scenes.
But this is kind of what we're thinking. It's beautiful. Cool, yay, awesome.
There's many different elements that are occurring at once. There's movement, you have flesh, you have cloth, there's a foreground, and you have a background. And that all takes composition to execute.
Do you want to do anything above it? Yeah, like we do like a little trail here, detail-y stuff in front of the boat.
I'm definitely giving my input on this one. I'm making sure that DJ hears me.
Looking good, DJ.
If he listens to me and if I listen to him, I think we can pull this off.
That's dope.
Keep underestimating me while we keep winning.
Today, you had to create battle scenes with clear composition. Old Town Ink.
You see the foreground, you got a couple little images floating up close, the ship sitting nicely on the plane of the water, and then you have the horizon line in the back. It gives it depth.
You've got a tiny little inference of these palm trees in the background to show that this is, in fact, Hawaii.
You guys did a beautiful tattoo. You worked your asses off in 6 hours. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, judges, it is time to announce Tattoo of the Day.
There's no debate in my mind that it's Old Town.
I don't think anybody else in the room gets close to hitting it.
Congratulations, guys. Old Town Ink, best tattoo of the day. This week, you must freehand a tattoo. The first artist will have 3 hours to freehand the design on your canvas. and the second artist will have 6 hours to tattoo it.
You guys have some tough questions to ask yourselves. Who's the best artist on paper, but then who's the best technician to apply the artwork? Because it all counts. This is where we put you guys to the test on, okay, let's see what you can whip up. This week, the tattooers are being judged on artistry. Freehanding is something that I want to know that an ink master is going to be able to do. Drawing straight on the skin, going directly to your outline with your machine. No stencils.
I'll be done when the time starts, I promise.
You shush.
Did you say that?
He's killing me right now.
The person who's drawing has to quarterback the tattoo throughout because they see the vision and they have to translate that to the person that's inking it.
You see how it's like darker gray there, and then it fades out?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
so
it's
like
a little
just
bit lighter
fading it
off that
out.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Jesse drew the full rendering of this image. It's like I'm working off a stencil. I feel like we're gonna bounce back from last week, so I'm ready to get it done.
It looks good, man. You're killing it. Told you we were gonna make a realism artist out of you yet. Like a proud mama right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Yay!
What do you think, Marvin? You into it?
Yeah. Today you had to prove your artistry. Unkindness art. Doom, you drew, and Aaron, you tattooed.
The composition and the artistry here really works well.
The details in the headphones, very precise. It looks like you literally just used his hand for the reference.
We told him to put his hand on my sketchbook and like he does, and we just drew it from that.
It has that motion. You can see it pressure onto the record. Y'all came up with a great piece.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Pins and needles. Jesse drew, and Allison tattooed.
It's a very clean, very deliberate, beautiful drawing. I love the detail in the feet, in the tree, the face of the vulture, the soft, shaded background.
You guys did a great job here. Welcome back.
Thank you guys.
All right, guys, it's now time to announce Best Tattoo of the Day. I really like what Unkindness Art did.
This is the most well-drawn. This is my winner of the day.
But the team in the room that has the most cohesive design would be Pins and Needles. Everything on their piece, it all works. That's why I lean with the girls.
I love this tattoo. I gotta go with Pins and Needles as well. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Pins and Needles. You'll have 6 hours to show your ingenuity by tattooing a unique new school design. Your shop will create one tattoo on the same canvas.
Yeah.
However, this time, one artist will tattoo for the first 3 hours, and the other artist will tattoo for the last 3 hours.
Doing a new school tattoo in a competition setting can be difficult because there's a million styles of new school.
Like that?
Just a little bit more. Boom.
These artists are gonna have to use ingenuity because we've seen it all. We're looking for these guys to come out and be original and take a swing at having fun with a piece of art.
You got 6 hours, Bobby. If you can't sit, hey, if you can't sit through it, we're gonna have to tell you just stop and we're gonna have to tattoo ourselves.
Go for it. I'm good.
I don't mean to be like that, but it's serious to us. It's like 200 grand.
I'll suck it up.
This kid's chewing his arm off. He's shaking. I'm about to lose it on this canvas right now.
What you working on?
I'm drawing just in case you can't sit and we have to tattoo each other.
I'm not gonna leave on you.
All right. I've worked so hard in my career to get to this point. If this kid sends us home, I don't know what I'll do.
Looking clean.
Cool, thank you. The second he said his idea, I had a picture in my mind of how I wanted it to look, and that's always a good sign.
So what is that thing again? A rotary?
It's a rotor from a rotary engine.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Today, you had to prove your ingenuity. Old Town Ink. I love how vibrant the space and the background of this thing is. It's just enough to let you know what's going on. That shows ingenuity.
Space is tricky, man. You did it right by leaving a lot of this open skin and astronaut, so you use that contrast to your benefit. I love the way the tattoo ends. It doesn't end the same way all around, but it just has a very fluid flow.
Unkindness art.
There's a lot of really great shining effects in this tattoo. The outline throughout is super clean. You have multiple dynamic light sources coming from each direction, and it hits the image all in the right spot. The green glow from the bottom and then the blue glow from the top is intense, and it looks really cool. It definitely shows a lot of ingenuity in drawing this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, time to announce Tattoo of the Day.
For me, there's two that stand out, Old Town and Unkindness. The best thing of the day is in Unkindness, the eyes, the purple wrinkles, but I don't like the green swirl.
In the Old Town tattoo, the way this background was done, that looks really good.
I like the really dark background against the light suit.
Yeah.
That black gives this thing that believable dimension.
I'll make it easy. My vote is for Old Town.
Old Town it is.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Old Town Ink. Welcome to your next elimination tattoo. You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a famous work of art on your canvas. Based on your work, one shop will be out. Good luck.
Today we want to show consistency, and that means these artists have to be very smart about which portion of the painting they attack and how they execute that portion.
That's nice.
Replicating the painting stroke for stroke is not realistic in 6 hours. So I'm expecting them to hit the colors and tones and the actual mood and look of that painting.
All right, ready?
Bring it. It's tricky, is I want to make sure we get what we get, too, because this is a lot of work in this one.
Our canvas came in today wanting the Sistine Chapel's creation of Adam on his chest.
You know, the hard part is, it's a painting that took years to do. Oh, you got 6 hours. You know what I mean?
We're zooming in on the hands, and we're going to put it on this guy's forearm. I'm doing the smart thing.
I think you should end it a little higher.
Really?
Yes. We just really lucked out. Both Dane and I have tattooed Van Gogh paintings. We're going to copy this portrait exactly.
Definitely a lot of texture.
I got the Van Gogh! Ah, jackpot!
Today you had to show consistency by replicating a famous work of art. Classic trilogy tattoo. You tattooed Creation of Adam by Michelangelo.
Definitely the most consistent tattooing that I've seen from you guys.
I like the crack elements of the ceiling. The anatomical reproduction is really, really nice, and there's just no doubt as to what this thing is. I would not have expected this from you guys. Yeah, right. Artistic skin design. You tattooed Self-Portrait in Gray Felt Hat by Van Gogh.
You definitely got the brushstroke feel.
For this painting to work, it is capturing the warmth, the palette, the feel, the direction, and you guys did that. So, way to not buckle under pressure and just work within your means.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Judges, time to announce Tattoo of the Day.
Classic Trilogy really made a smart play and turned potentially Nightmare into a small, clean, very legible tattoo. But as far as capturing the overall look of a whole painting, artistic skin design really nails it for me.
Artistic skin design is the one and only.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Artistic Skin Design.
Thank you.
You will have 6 hours to tattoo a pinup from head to toe. For this elimination tattoo, your shop will create one tattoo on the same canvas. Only one of you can tattoo at a time, and you will switch artists every 30 minutes.
Today we're testing proportion with Ink Master's favorite, pinups.
Go ahead and take a mirror. I want to make sure you like where it's at.
These artists need to make sure that her proportions are all voluptuous and sexy.
There is one spot of this tattoo. It's gonna hurt so bad.
Today we're gonna make these artists switch every 30 minutes because we want to see that you can do it all. If you came with a strong teammate, then you shouldn't have any worries.
You're on boots next, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do her shirt and boots, finish the rest of the water.
The Cool Kids Club is scrambling and struggling for their lives, and we're sitting here on Easy Street.
That looks sharp.
Dude, this thing's just coming together. Just coming together. Black Cobra did a good job. They gave the worst skull picks to the Alliance. The veterans are gonna take control of this thing. This Cool Kids Club is in a little more trouble than they realize.
Today, you had to tattoo a pinup. Black Cobra tattoos. I really like this tattoo. It's really clean, it's really simple, and it tells the whole story.
I love the details in it. The shoes, the leather you have coming up to the top of the calves. Really, really nice, clean outline, no wobbles. Overall, technically, best tattoo of the day, by far.
Thank you.
Basilica tattoo.
I like the perspective on the tattoo. I think overall, the composition is great.
It's a really cute face. I love the detail in the shirt. I love the background and the foreground with this fish. This is what I expected to see.
Thank you.
Nice job. All right, Chris, it's time to announce Tattoo of the Day. As far as I'm concerned, there's two really standout tattoos, Black Cobra and Basilica.
I gotta be honest, if Basilica punched in the color the way Black Cobra did, that's bulletproof tattooing.
But I would argue that the proportions in Basilica are more spot on.
Yes.
My vote is for Basilica.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go Basilica because of the proportion.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Basilica. Welcome to your next elimination tattoo, Clean and Aaron. As the veteran artists, it's on your shop to prove that you deserve to be here by overcoming your weaknesses. And in their honor, you will all be judged on precision. And I'll bet you can see where this is going.
Just say it.
There's no better test of precision than a portrait.
Yep.
I don't specialize in portraits, but I've done quite a few since season 7. The pressure's on you, because if you send us home, I'm gonna be pissed.
First day on the job, baby. First day on the job.
A facial feature even a millimeter off could change the appearance of your portrait entirely. For this elimination tattoo, you and your teammate must tattoo matching portraits on different canvases.
Is that a ponytail, or is that like a ribbon or something?
Yeah, no, it's a ponytail.
Okay. Black Cobra definitely screwed us. They gave us the little tiny picture. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It's so hard to blow a little tiny photo up to get a good quality portrait.
It's all there, it's just grainy.
I'm kind of nervous right now because Aaron got kicked out on portrait day. And you know what? I was in the bottom last time I did one, but I'm not ready to go home yet. We just got here. They totally shot our foot right now. They gave us the worst picture ever. What up? Thanks for the mini pick. Over here trying to give us the bad skull, and then we, what's up? Step to the stage, homie.
Yeah, but I don't think it worked.
Because I got the skills to pay the bills, man. You know what? We're just gonna have to bite the bullet, and I'm about to pull out every trick I got in my bag to take this little tiny photo and make a great portrait.
Today, you had to tattoo the ultimate test of precision, matching portraits. Clean and Aaron, this challenge was designed to test your weaknesses. Golden Skull Tattoo, you're up first.
Clean, did you practice before you came?
Yes.
I definitely want to tip my hat to you, man. You did a great portrait here. The eyes and the mouth, you hit them perfectly, especially that little turned up corner of the lip on the right side is what really captures her look.
Aaron, I like the way you did the black in the hair. Your hair maybe is a little bit better than Clean's, but as far as the application on the face and everything, Clean might have made it a little more smooth.
Y'all did a great job taking the exact same approach on the tattoo. I mean, you really tried to mimic each other's stencil to the T.
There's a lot of precision in this tattoo.
Empire State Studio.
Looking at these, if I looked really quick, I would think it was the same tattoo.
Tommy did a little bit better in the hairline, did a little bit better in the hair, but as far as the overall softness of the face, Marvin, I think you really killed it.
This is Precision Day, so we're being precise on our critiques. You guys definitely hit the mark.
Judges, time to announce who had the best tattoos of the day. I think that Golden Skull did really great.
Yep, for me, I think it's Empire State. Both look like the man, both look like the same tattoo.
Can't get past the top of the hair on Marvin's tattoo. I'm leaning towards Golden Skull, but I think they're both
Golden Skull.
tattoos. That's your call? Final decision?
Golden Skull.
Empire State.
I'm gonna have to say Golden Skull.
My decision is Golden Skull. The judges have decided the best tattoos of the day go to Golden Skull.
I didn't see that coming.
This week, you're being tested on adaptability.
What haven't we adapted to? We adapted to the time frame, adapted to team tattooing, adapted to all the pressure. We've been adapting this whole time.
Today, you must tattoo the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. As described in the Bible, the horsemen are symbolic descriptions of different events depicting the end of time. Conquest, war, famine, and death. In the ultimate test of adaptability, 4 artists from 4 different shops will tattoo the 4 different horsemen on the same canvas at the same time.
Holy 4 tattooers doing 4 different tattoos on the same canvas. You realize the odds that this person's gonna tap out?
That's insane, dude.
And what happens if they tap out? That's 4 teams going down.
Oh my God.
That means only 1 artist from each shop will tattoo. It's up to your shop to determine who will carry the weight and represent your team in this elimination tattoo. The 4 shops working together on the same canvas will be judged as a team, so you must work together.
We have to make sure our stuff looks cohesive. We can't fail on that because then we just fail the challenge.
Some people should take the reins on drawing certain things.
So there's a little bit of everybody, and it's consistent.
I can draw all the horses.
And then I can draw all the clothes and reapers.
These artists need to show adaptability by 4 of them tattooing 1 canvas at the same time.
I think we're good. It's a little bit far apart.
They have to be in constant communication.
Do that in black.
You want to do it black? I want everyone's opinion on that.
You're trying to pull a line and your partner's pulling a line and you guys are pulling opposite. Anything could go wrong.
Okay, so how's he looking?
You know what? Aaron does this cool thing. I like just color that all in like the mid-tone, just right off that rain right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's good.
Are you giving away all my tricks?
Right now, the only issue that this team is having is Aaron can tattoo better than everyone else in this room combined.
Glad to see you guys are carrying Aaron through this.
One day I'll learn what I'm doing.
Yeah, just try and keep up, girl. Just try and keep up. Part of adaptability is that the strongest player is going to have to reel it in a little bit so that their pieces can match. Aaron has taken so much of a lead on this that the other competitors on that team aren't going to be able to keep up.
It literally looks like the same tattooer did all of these tattoos.
I'm in awe, guys. Like, I don't even know what to say.
So high five for the team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We won, hands down.
Awesome. Awesome, man.
Today, you had to prove your adaptability by tattooing with other shops. The 4 shops tattooing on one canvas will be judged as a team. Empire State Studio, Allegory Arts, Black Cobra Tattoos, and Unkindness Art. Let's start with you. What was the plan of attack in terms of making these things all look like they were done by one artist?
Everybody picked their strong suit and helped each other while we were drawing them, and we had the same color palettes laid out.
You all had an artistic hand in each other's designs?
In each other's design.
Very cool. Let's start with Tommy.
The drawing of the horse is a lot more complex and a lot more detailed than the drawing of the guy. Definitely has this little posable action figure type feel to him.
That little leg coming over the saddle is really tiny. It just doesn't look powerful enough to keep that big, heavy body on there. So the man himself is a miss.
Euless, with your tattoo, what it's saying is cool, and I think it fits in well with the other 3. But the death character could have been darker, a little bit fiercer, and I think punching more black in this thing to give it some contrast would have made this really stand out.
It's a simple take on the horse, but I like the rotted look you went with. I just wish it was a little more dynamic.
Matt.
This is a very strong, very color-saturated, very contrasting image. I think it looks very definitive. The choice of doing the sword just so straight up, compositionally, throws it off. He should have just been reaching backwards with the sword, going back behind him like he's coming through.
Aaron.
This is an amazing horse. You put all this cool musculature, all the ribs and rips gives this so much definition and character. All the strength of the horse shows.
Everybody else fell short on their riders, but your rider exceeds the dynamics of the horse. Great detail. Great color choices, great contrast. When it comes down to it, Erin killed it, and y'all were trying to catch up with what she was doing. To the whole team, you have a cohesive look from all 4 tattoos, and they do show a lot of consistency. All your size references and all your characters are the same, and you made choices to end the tattoos similarly.
But the ending of the tattoo, not a fan of this bubble cloud thing that you guys did on everything. If you're doing something that has so much fight or anger to it, to put something so happy and cheery looks off.
Today, you fought for your shop's honor by tattooing the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It's been a very heated debate amongst the judges, and we are not in agreement. I need a final decision which team had the best tattoos of the day.
Tommy, Euless, Matt, and Aaron. That's my vote.
Yeah. Chris.
Clean, Nolan, April, and DJ. That team out-tattooed the other team. The quality of tattooing was a much better quality, and the finished product is a much better look.
All right, so it comes down to me. I look at Tommy, Euless, Matt, and Aaron's in terms of contrast and readability. I can see exactly what's going on in every one of these tattoos, and my vote is for Tommy, Euless, Matt, and Aaron.
Yes.
Yes.
The judges have decided, Tommy, Euless, Matt, and Aaron, you have the best tattoos of the day.
Awesome.
Good job.
Good job, man.
Your shops are safe from elimination.